since 1968, serving our community with local news and sports. Covering Alexander, Burke, Caldwell, Catawba, Iredell, Lincoln, and Watauga counties. We are WHKY News.
Good evening and welcome into the Tuesday, December 30th edition of the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Topping our news today, a local company is shutting its doors and several workers are losing their jobs as the new year starts. According to an employee at Kroehler Furniture in Conover, the plant is in the process of laying off employees and closing the doors January 1st. WHKY News spoke to two employees today, and they disclosed that notices were being passed out during operating hours Monday and today. The letter reads, quote, "This confirms that Kroehler Furniture Company, aka Kroehler, the company, has determined that it will be closing its facility located at 1800 Conover Boulevard East in Conover, NC 28613 due to a significant reduction in business resulting from its parent company's Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing. Regrettably, your employment will be terminated as part of this closing," end quote. Employees being laid off range from 18 to 87 years old. Much more on this at our website, WHKY.com. 5 suspects have been charged with murder in connection to an incident Monday night in Mooresville. 19-year-old Brian Fernandez Acevedo, 17-year-old Giovanni Jimenez, 17-year-old Jonathan Jimenez, 16-year-old Christopher Chacon Ventura, and 16-year-old Christopher Palencia Lazo, all of Statesville, have been charged as adults with murder, robbery with a dangerous weapon, and conspiracy to commit robbery with a dangerous weapon. One juvenile has also been charged with the same crimes. Additionally, 19-year-old Carlos Ezequiel Rodriguez Garcia and 20-year-old Christian Alexis Gutierrez Chavez, both of Statesville, have been charged with assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill. At approximately 8:30 p.m. Monday, Mooresville police responded to a park regarding a reported shooting. When officers arrived at the park, they found 2 juveniles had been shot. One victim was pronounced deceased by EMS. The second victim was transported to Duke Health Lake Norman Hospital with a gunshot wound. After further investigation, it was determined the shooting was part of an attempted armed robbery for THC vape pens. The suspects arranged a meeting at the park under the premise of purchasing THC vape pens. Shots were fired by both parties during the robbery, and one party left the park in a vehicle prior to officers arriving. The vehicle that left was found by Statesville police shortly after the shooting. One other juvenile was involved and, as previously mentioned, will be charged and named after the arrest. An early morning vehicle fire was fought in Hickory this morning shortly after 6 o'clock. Hickory firefighters from Engine 5 were dispatched to the area of the 1100 block of 22nd Street Southeast. Engine 5 arrived on the scene to find one vehicle well involved with fire and threatening others in the area. Firefighters controlled the blaze in less than 5 minutes and were on the scene for 35 minutes. No injuries were reported. With the increase in respiratory illness, Catawba Valley Medical Center officials are taking precautions to protect patients, visitors, and employees. Effective today, children under the age of 13 are not permitted to visit patients at Catawba Valley. Children under the age limit should only visit the hospital if they are seeking medical attention. Siblings are permitted on the birthing center only with no age restrictions. Exceptions may be made in special circumstances. In addition, visitors are limited to 1 per patient in the emergency department and 2 per patient in all other areas of the hospital, including inpatient and day surgery. Anyone with a cough, cold, fever, or sore throat, no matter their age, is asked to refrain from visiting hospital patients as well. Arianna Mack reports on another area hospital that has also implemented restrictions.
That's correct, Rob. As respiratory illnesses continue to spread in North Carolina, Iredell Memorial Hospital is taking steps to treat those with serious symptoms while protecting other patients from contagious viruses. Effective today, December 30th at noon, children under the age of 14 are not permitted to visit patients at Iredell Memorial Hospital. Children under the age limit should only visit the hospital if they are seeking medical attention. Siblings are permitted on the birthplace only with no age restrictions. Exceptions may be made in special circumstances, such as visiting a family member who is in end-of-life care but must be arranged with the patient's care team. Anyone with a cough, cold, fever, or sore throat, no matter their age, is asked to refrain from visiting hospital patients as well. Restrictions like this are necessary to help protect our patients as well as our staff and visitors, said Pam Gill, Director of Infection Prevention for Iredell Health System. We also encourage all visitors to use the masks, hand sanitizer, and tissues available at public entrances of Iredell Memorial. To review the entire visitation policy for Iredell Memorial Hospital, go to iredellhealth.org/visiting. Reporting for WHKY, I'm Arianna Mack.
Thanks, Arianna. In today's crime report, Arianna reports on the arrest of an Asheville man in Catawba County for failing to register as a sex offender. In local sports, Jason Savage has a recap of Appalachian State's bowl game on Monday. In community focus, Arianna Mack speaks with the director for a local ministry that assists the homeless community. We are on over-the-air TV every weekday at 5:30 and 10 p.m. on channel 14.2 and now live at 5:30 on the WHKY YouTube channel and 10 o'clock on the WHKY Facebook page. We're also in multiple cable systems, including Compass in Morganton. I'm Rob Eastwood, and this is the WHKY News.
It's Nick, the Kia man at Paramount Kia in Hickory.
And it's the winter sales event going on right now.
What's that mean for you? 0 down payment available.
And no payments for 90 days.
Plus a great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles under $20,000.
With big discounts on new Kias.
So you've got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory. 0 down payment available, no payments for 90 days, and a lot of quality pre-owned cars starting under $20,000.
And big discounts on new Kias. ParamountKia.com.
Get your Kia at Paramount.
Weight loss is never one size fits all.
At the North Carolina Bariatric Institute, we support you with personalized care
at every step of your weight loss journey.
Your care team is led by robotically trained bariatric surgeons.
Our nurses, dietitians, and psychologists work together to help you achieve lasting, effective weight loss.
Visit us online to register for a free informational seminar and begin your weight loss journey.
The white flag is in the air, out front when it matters most.
Tonight's low is going to get down to about 57.
As they come to the line, and a big jump once again by Martin Truex Jr.
Larson to the bottom. He's got the lead off the top of turn.
LRN, keeping you in the race.
This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
WHKY Talk Radio, 1290 AM and 102.3 FM.
In North Carolina, people on bikes are allowed to use a full road lane for their safety. The safest way for a motorist to pass cyclists is to change lanes when the other lane is free of traffic. It is not legal to enter an opposing lane with any oncoming traffic as shown here. Working together, we can make our streets safer for all.
You are watching WHKY 14.2 television serving the Charlotte region. We are broadcasting live into over 1.2 million households in Charlotte and the surrounding areas, with over-the-air reception as well as 5 local cable systems. If you are seeing this, so are your potential customers. Are you new to TV advertising? We can help you tap into our TV audience. For a limited time, you can secure 50 30-second commercials per month for the low cost of $750, which includes commercial time and commercial production of your advertisement. Contact us at advertise@WHKY.com and let us customize a marketing plan to grow your business and increase your market share.
Paramount Hyundai, Hickory and Valdez.
Double the location, double the selection, and double the deals.
Like 0% interest for 60 months on Santa Fe and Tucson, and no payments for 90 days.
Right away today at Paramount Hyundai,
Hickory and Valdez.
The following report contains real arrest records and law enforcement data. All individuals are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Welcome back into the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Leading off our crime report today, Arianna Mack has details on the arrest of a sex offender from Asheville who has been charged in Catawba County.
That's correct, Rob. An Asheville man has been charged with failure to register in Catawba County. 58-year-old John Glenn Wyatt of Boone Street in Asheville was arrested Sunday by Catawba County Sheriff's officers. He's charged with felony failure to register as a sex offender, 3 counts apiece of obtaining property by false pretense, uttering a forged instrument, and single counts of larceny of a firearm, possession of a firearm by a felon, forgery of an instrument. He's also charged with being a habitual felon. Wyatt was convicted of indecent liberties with a minor in Buncombe County in October of 2016. He was released from prison in May 2021. Following Sunday's arrest, Wyatt was incarcerated in the Catawba County detention facility under $140,000 bond. No court date was listed. Reporting for WHKY News, I'm Arianna Mack.
Thanks, Arianna. A suspect arrested in Morganton faces fentanyl charges. 37-year-old Michael Conley was arrested by Morganton public safety officers. He's charged with trafficking fentanyl, possession with intent to manufacture, sell, and deliver fentanyl, possession of fentanyl, maintaining a vehicle or dwelling for controlled substance, possession of a firearm by a felon, possession of stolen property, and possession of drug paraphernalia. December 16th, shortly before 5 p.m., officers responded to an unknown problem at Shoe Show in Morganton Heights Shopping Center. An officer arrived to find a man identified as Michael Conley in the driver's seat of a vehicle. He was reportedly using narcotics. Conley was removed from the vehicle to prevent destruction of evidence. A handgun was found on the suspect, who is a convicted felon. A canine officer alerted to the presence of narcotics and a search was conducted. 2 baggies of fentanyl and drug paraphernalia were reportedly found in a zippered pouch on Conley's keychain. The weight of the fentanyl was 4.3 grams. The vehicle registration plate was found to be stolen from Morganton. Conley was arrested and charged and taken before the magistrate. He received a 48-hour hold due to being on pretrial release violation. Conley has 2 other recent charges for trafficking in 2 different counties. A court date is set for January 8th. Up next, David Cedrone reports on a pair of arrests made by Hickory Police in drug cases.
Thank you, Rob Eastwood. Hickory Police arrested Brandy Nicole Matty on Saturday on multiple charges. Police say the 41-year-old lists an address 20th Street Northeast. She was charged with felony possession of Schedule II controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and misdemeanor breaking and entering. Matty was taken into custody, placed in the Catawba County detention facility under a $1,000 bond. Court records show she has a schedule to appear in district court on Wednesday. Hickory Police also arrested Jeremy Michonne Sims Saturday on similar charges. 41-year-old lives at 8th Ave Drive Southwest, charged with felony possession of Schedule II controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and misdemeanor breaking and entering. Sims was taken to the Catawba County detention facility, held under $3,000 bond. His first court appearance scheduled for Wednesday in district court. I'm David Cedrone for WHKY News.
And that's our crime report for today. Thank you for watching. For WHKY, I'm Rob Eastwood. Stay with us. Jason Savage is up next with your local sports.
It's Nick, the Kia man at Paramount Kia in Hickory.
And it's the winter sales event going on right now.
That means 0 down payment available.
And no payments for 90 days.
And big discounts on all new Kias.
ParamountKia.com.
Get your Kia at Paramount.
Microwaves can be convenient, but they might alter the structure of the food and can degrade the nutrients. While not all studies agree on the dangers, there's enough concern to justify caution. Microwaving in plastic especially can leach endocrine-disrupting chemicals like BPA and phthalates into your food. Now, these toxins mimic hormones, and they've been linked to fertility issues, obesity, even cancer. Instead, reheat on your stovetop, your toaster oven, your steamer. It might take a few extra minutes, but I believe your health is worth it, and the food tastes better too. Now, if you rely on microwaves every meal, it might be time to reevaluate your kitchen habits. A little preparation and mindfulness can go a long way. Your food should nourish you, not zap your energy and potentially expose you to hidden toxins. Let's return to real cooking. It's one of the best things you can do for your body. I'm Dr. Joe Esposito, and I'll see you next time for your Health Minute.
Rex Allen Theater's back on Thursday night at 8 o'clock p.m. on WHKY TV 14.2 with Kathy's Cooking, Interesting People, Hildebrand Cruising, and the Squatch Runners. You don't want to miss it. Channel 14.2 on free TV.
I want to tell you about Dr. Joe's Energy Boost Chewables. These things are amazing. Good, clean energy, no caffeine, no sugar crashes, and not even a hassle of swallowing pills. Now, these contain 2 ingredients. One of them is citrulline. Citrulline is an amino acid that opens up your blood vessels and increases circulation, even helps lower your blood pressure. And ginseng, this helps manage stress, keeps you focused, and gets you physically energized throughout the day. You can get these and all of our supplements on our website, drjoe.com. That's drjoe.com.
It's Telluride time at Paramount Kia in Hickory.
And right now, we have up to $1,000 in bonus cash on select Kias, including Tellurides.
And no payments for 90 days.
We've never seen bonus cash like this.
Never.
Come see us at Paramount Kia in Hickory.
With your look at local sports from across the Hickory Metro, I'm Jason Savage for WHKY News. We begin by talking about high school basketball. Holiday tournament action going on across the Hickory Metro. We start with the Dick's Sporting Goods Classic yesterday. Games in girls contests. Alexander Central defeated South Caldwell 50-28. Bunker Hill over St. Stephen's 32-23. Fred T. Ford winning over Newton Conover 47-43. Maiden a 57-29 winner over Hickory last night. Boys games at the Dick's Sporting Goods Classic. Alexander Central over Fred T. Ford 70-39. Hickory down South Caldwell 65-38. Maiden was a 72-51 winner over Bunker Hill yesterday, and Newton Conover defeats St. Stephen's 46-28. Freedom Christmas Tournament wrapped up yesterday with girls games is where we start. East Burke downing Freedom by the final of 39-29. West Caldwell falls to Kings Mountain. On the boys' side at the tournament, the Freedom Patriots fell to Asheville Christian Academy in the championship game. West Caldwell edging out Hickory Grove by 3. From the People's Bank, Holiday Classic got underway yesterday. Girls games, Bandy's over Ashbrook 65-27. Drawn defeats East Gaston 62-17. Boys contest yesterday, Bandy's winning over West Lincoln, and Drawn fell to North Lincoln 105-43. Moving over to the North Iredell Invitational yesterday, High Brighton girls defeating Statesville 50-46. Finally, at the High Country Holiday Classic, High Brighton boys defeat Saluda 66-51. Appalachian State women's basketball finished up 2025 with an 82-31 win at home against Carolina University in the Holmes Convocation Center. It's the first game back in the High Country for the Mountaineers since their Education Day game, which was against Norfolk State November 25th, almost a full month. The Mountaineers in this contest, 6 assists shy of matching the single-game program record of 31 assists, which was set on January 11, 1997 against Furman. 4 Mountaineers scored in double figures, led by freshman Addie Beal. She had 17 points, as App is now 7-5 overall, and they'll resume Sunbelt Conference play when they host Marshall on Saturday. Making their 9th bowl appearance at the FBS level A shorthanded but determined Appalachian State football team hung tough for a half before Georgia Southern would pull away in the second half, posting a 29-10 win Monday in the J-Lab Birmingham Bowl. Seniors would make big plays for the Mountaineers as Dalton Stroman had 3 receptions for 96 yards to finish off his career as the #1 receiver on the program's career yards per catch list. Quarterback Ethan Johnson picked off a second-half pass as well. Redshirt freshman, though, Matthew Wilson at quarterback. 12 of 22 passing for 128 yards, rushed for 110 yards on 12 attempts, and had a touchdown, the lone Mountaineer touchdown, in this contest in his collegiate debut. That 6-yard quarterback keeper you see here helped cut the Eagles' lead to 10-7 with less than 2 minutes remaining before the half. True freshman Noah Gillian made his first start at quarterback. He went 4 of 7 passing for 64 yards. Wilson would take his first game snaps after making a post-fall camp position switch that led to him spending the regular season as a scout team defensive back and quarterback. Well, App ends their season with a record of 5-8. As always, more stories, more details of these stories can be found at our website, WHKY.com.
Paramount Hyundai, Hickory and Valdez.
Double the location, double the selection, and double the deals.
Like 0% interest for 60 months on Santa Fe and Tucson, and no payments for 90 days.
Right away today at Paramount Hyundai,
Hickory and Valdez.
In North Carolina, people on bikes are allowed to use a full road lane for their safety. The safest way for a motorist to pass cyclists is to change lanes when the other lane is free of traffic. It is not legal to enter an opposing lane with any oncoming traffic as shown here. Working together, we can make our streets safer for all.
The white flag is in the air out front when it matters most.
Tonight's low is going to get down to about 57.
As they come to the line, and a big jump once again by Martin Truex Jr.
Larson to the bottom. He's got the lead off the top of turn.
MRN, keeping you in the race.
This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
WHKY Talk Radio, 1290 AM and 102.3 FM.
Hey, grab me one too.
Paramount Kia
realizes that there's a lot of myths and confusion when buying your car. What's the interest rate I get? What's the payment I get? Do I get to buy the car I want or the car you want me to buy?
And we understand that life happens and it's full of challenges.
That's why your friends at Paramount Kia want to help you through those challenges. We want to help you get the interest rate you want, the car you want, and the payment you deserve.
Come experience the Paramount difference. Let us surprise you.
Paramount Kia, let us help you.
Ironing out the logistics of your move can be a headache, so let Behringer Moving and Storage handle it for you. Visit BehringerMoving.com.
This is Community Focus on the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Arianna Mack sat down with the director of a local nonprofit organization that helps the homeless to discuss that agency.
Joining WHKY, Mike McGinnis with the Foothills Home Builders Association. He's going to bring us up on some details of what they do and how we can get involved. Mike, give us a rundown of the Home Builders Association.
Sure. So we are a group made up of home builders and associates who would be the subcontractor trades and the vendors who supply the materials to the home building industry. We collectively, as an organization, we advocate for legislation that benefits our industry, things that would help keep the cost of construction down so that housing is affordable, as well as we advocate for young folks to get into our industry, to consider construction as a viable career opportunity for them.
And as a one-stop shop for home building, how long have you guys been doing this at the association?
So the Hickory Catawba Valley Home Builder Association has been around almost 50 years. This past spring we merged with the Lincoln County and the Caldwell County Home Builder Associations and formed the newly created Foothills Home Builders Association. So we now serve Alexander, Caldwell, Catawba, and Lincoln counties.
Of course. And what would you say to somebody in their 20s trying to figure it out? Should they build a home or should they buy a home? What do you have to say to them?
Really, it's going to depend a lot on your budget and where you want to live. Currently, the cost per square foot is a little lower for pre-existing homes, and the cost for construction is a little on the higher side. So it really, again, is going to depend on what your budget is and really kind of where you're looking to live as far as the areas where there's still available housing.
And for someone trying to join the association, maybe as a vendor or builder, or even someone young trying to get their hands dirty, where should they go for resources?
Sure. Our website, www.foothillshba.com. As a homeowner, someone, if you need a resource, if you're looking to build a home, or if you have a home that needs some work done on it, we do have a directory on there of all of our member businesses. That's where you can go to find a painter, a plumber, someone who can do work on your home. Or if you're looking to just build a new home, we have a bunch of new home builders listed in our directory as well.
Yes, and to this, it just made me think it's even kind of curbing that scam thing, right? These are approved plumbers, approved people for construction, and I know there are scams out there these days when it comes to construction and building.
There are. If you use a business off of our website, you can be assured that they've been vetted by our organization. They are legitimate businesses, and if you ever have an issue with a builder or a subcontractor that you use from our website, please absolutely reach out to our organization and we'll address that.
Thank you, Mr. McGinnis from the Foothills Home Builder Association, serving your Catawba, Caldwell, Alexander, and Lincoln counties. Reporting for WHKY, I'm Arianna Mack.
Thanks, Arianna, and thanks to John for joining us. David Cedrone is next with news regarding a senior care facility receiving an honor.
Thank you, Rob Eastwood. Well, local senior care providers being recognized for service excellence. Gibson Care Corp., the Home Instead franchise serving Alexander and Iredell Counties, they have been recognized for outstanding care based on high ratings and reviews from seniors and their families on caring.com. The organization was one of just 375 senior care agencies nationwide to receive the recognition and one of only 8 in North Carolina. It was also the only home care agency recognized in Iredell County. According to AARP, 75% of seniors want to remain in their homes as they age, often needing help with daily activities like meals, mobility, and medication. Gibson Care Corp has been serving for local families since 2002. I'm David Cedrone for WHKY News.
Thanks, David. And that wraps up Community Focus on the WHKY News. Remember, you can get all of the latest news and sports 24/7 at our website, WHKY.com. We also have local news and sports 7 days a week on our sister station, WHKY Radio, 1290 AM and 102.3 FM, and streaming on multiple platforms and at our website. Thank you for joining us on behalf of Arianna Mack, David Cedrone, Jason Savage, and John Hayes. I'm Rob Eastwood, and from Hickory, this is the WHKY News.